Hello again, my viewers. This is Luke, and this is the 4th episode of the Stanley Parable. Now,
all of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Let's
to the
just do
meeting room.
this.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm sure he has done. I'm sure he just missed a memo. 420 blade.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh well.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here,
Yeah.
with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it
Yep.
not just with his eyes, but with his heart.
You know what they say?
He would
you
know
gotta think
room
outside the box.
417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
You know what? It's more interesting than you, bitch.
Ah, no, apparently not.
Yeah, no, it still was. It still was.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. What would God have me do? The left. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Not today, broom closet. Not today.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss. What? Ah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
It most certainly won't.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
You know
At
what?
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Oh, shit. Okay. Right. I'm still falling. Okay. Holy smokes!
As the machine whirred into
What's
motion,
going on?
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I'm just an innocent pizza maker. I don't need the death. I want to live. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Hello, lady.
In a single visceral instant,
Lady.
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
Get me
killing him
out.
instantly.
Oh. Holy shit.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This.
When every path
Oh,
you can
my
walk
God.
has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
It's the Horizon one. That's the one I like earlier. I saw it. Mamma mia, madre de Dio. Hey. Holy shit. That fucking computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Well, the pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been removed and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. There's the, I'm guessing that's the office, am I wrong? Is that the office? No, this is the office, no, hang on, yeah, this is the office here. Go in there, and then, boom! Two doors at the end. The two doors, the set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design, I'm not surprised. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. An exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Oh! I didn't even know these rooms existed! Oh! Go on. Oh, okay. What? Oh, that's boring. A little bit more exciting. Nah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, when the game was greenlit. I see. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. Ah. Oh, okay. Well, why did they take that away? That's pretty awesome. Warzone ending. Narrator emails. Hi, I'm narrator guy. I have a question for... Fuck it. Just cut me off. Didn't have to cut me up. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting, yes. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Aww. Oh, well I couldn't do that ending, could I? Screwed that up. Monitor room right here. Ooh, switches! Different colored switches. Zending. Oh, I'll look at that in a second. Oh, yeah, this is okay. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Zending. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. I'm not surprised. Although, if it said... yeah, true. Zending. Okay, here we are. This is the main concept of it. Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. I haven't seen any Zending. Ooh. Ow. I'm just gonna walk out. Don't want to see like a scary face. What's that noise? Oh. Okay. Well, it's nice that they had all of this organized like this. You know. It's nice that they could keep these kind of things admired. It's such a beautiful place, you know. Such a lovely museum, really. But how do I get out though? Seriously, how do I get out? How the fuck do I get out? Oh my god. Come on. Yep.
Then he pushed the number 4.
Oh, what? Why? They're not outtakes. They're just deleted things. Ah, yes, I've seen the credits. But seriously, where do I go? Oh! This whole museum is a never-ending nightmare. I can't even find the exit. There's the apartment timer. I came from that way, so what am I supposed to do? Random chair. Nice. Oh, okay. Should have seen this earlier. Apologies, viewers. Apologies. Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Yeah. I know what you mean, woman.
Can you see? Can you
Nope.
see how much they need one another? No, perhaps
No.
not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh.
listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other
Okay.
way
I don't
to
believe
beat
you.
this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Nah, I didn't trust that woman. Hello. Hello. Hello? What's going on? What the fuck? Oh, I see. Oh, you little bitch. You little bitch. Oh, come on. Alright, let's have one more playthrough, shall we?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
could it
simply
be?
missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set
Yeah.
of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did I? Did Stanley take
was
the
so
first
bad
one?
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am the almighty Stanley. That is the name
All
I
of
go
his
by.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Well, you got me
That's
again.
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
That's not what happens when you pick a phone up. Oh, no, that's not my office. No, that's not right.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What the fuck?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry,
Fuck.
but you're in my story.
Everything's
now.
scaring me. Oh, everything's making me jump. Oh my god. For fuck's sake. Didn't expect that bitch.
This is a
Bitch.
very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No, I don't want to press the button. No. Fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Them titties.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Yeah, spend some time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Exactly.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
If I must. I am pressing. Oh, I see.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
shit.
he began to fill it with many possible paths
My
and
stuff.
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the
I remember
Stanley Parable.
Don't want to tell my kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love you.
But there is no
Oh.
answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all
No.
he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Let's, I can see my bed. Let's go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
I don't
Here,
care.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to press it. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. See. Not pressing it. Yep. That clock can just tick away. I'm not pressing the button. Not going to press it. Nope. Nope, not pressing it. See, I told him. I did tell him. Just didn't listen, did he? Fuck it.
You see? Can
Oh,
he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second
if
he
something
remains
happened
here,
when I pressed
he's
it, then it
electing
might
to
eventually
kill himself?
work.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps.
shan't.
Well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Stanley
yeah, come
pushed
on,
a
let's
button.
do it.
And I
Please
tried
die.
again.
I want to die.
And
I wanna
Stanley
die.
pushed a button.
I want to
And I
die. Oh, did I die? I think I died. Ah. I've died many times in this playthrough, haven't I, people? I don't know what the what just happened there. Could have let me do something, you know, other than have to press those buttons, because I didn't press them, and I don't know, maybe I have to wait for even longer. That's stupid. Anyways, that is the end of this episode. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. This is Gaming Revised. And I will be doing one more episode after this one. So, look forward to it. See you next episode. Ta-ta for now.